What up, y'all boys? It's your boy CG. It's me. You already know the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get right into today's topic. So, bro, today I want to talk about how do I stay fit and in shape while traveling a lot. Now, we're only not even in the month of May yet, so we're about 120 days into the year, and I've been on the road for about 81 to be exact. So that's about three quarters of the year so far of this year that's been up that I've been on the road. So that's about 80 nights out of 120. How do I stay fast? How do I stay athletic? How do I stay in shape? Bro, first things first, not everybody is trying to be a pro football player. Not everybody is trying to be a world-class athlete like myself, but you know what I'm saying? I still want to give y'all some gems about how I stay in shape and how I keep my routine. First things first, the humble push-up. The humble push-up, bro, doing 100 push-ups a day will keep your frame, bro. You know what I'm saying? It will lean you out. Now, I'm a big believer in, as we're starting to get older, I see people throwing out their shoulders on bench press. I see a lot of people with rotator cuff injuries, a lot of people with back deep in their shoulder injuries. All that comes from lack of mobility and lack of strength in all those little muscles that you have in your shoulder. So doing calisthenics, however you pronounce it, is gonna give you that internal strength to do the push-up. So not only that, you'll see more bench press gains after doing hundreds and hundreds of push-ups. I probably do a few hundred push-ups a day, a week. You know what I'm saying? You have to be doing a lot of push-ups, especially if you don't have access to a gym, you don't have access to a heavy bench press. Like, as you guys can come with me here, hotel gyms really only go up to they're like a Planet Fitness gym, so at most 50, 60 pounds. Now with this, so you superset that with push-ups, you're banging out mad push-ups, boom, 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 boom. You hop on the bench press, you do close grip, you do narrower grip, then you do a little bit of wide grip, so you hit the whole chest. You got to do a lot of incline too, because you're doing a lot of push-ups to keep all those little muscles activated, and then you do an incline to keep the frame. Now, if y'all boys want a bigger chest, I'm telling you, hit incline, because incline is going to give you the top of that chest. Like, see that right there? That's just going to start popping when you do a lot of incline press. Now, if you look at me when I have my shirt off, or even if you look at me now, my shoulders, like my delts and the top of my chest is very developed, but my under chest isn't. Why? Because I do a lot more incline, because as you start to age, gravity brings your shit down. So when you're hitting the incline, your shit's already gonna be, you're gonna get that more swole out look, and then gravity is naturally gonna bring your shit down. So it will round out your chest and you'll look good. Hold on, let me get a little pop right there. Yeah, hold on. I gotta relax it. You see it? Double D's popping on that shit. So anyway, you wanna do a lot of push-ups, and if you do have access to a gym when you're traveling, you wanna do different types of grip. You wanna do tight grip, and you wanna do narrower grip, because that's gonna work. It's gonna take less stress off the shoulder because you're not stretching all the way out, but you're still working that chest. Like I said, push-ups, incline bench. Second, follow me here. You wanna do a lot of pull-ups, because when you combine push-ups and pull-ups, it's gonna give you that big V taper. It's gonna give you that triangle type look. Like, if you look at me from behind, pause, I have wider shoulders, and then it slims down at the waist, because I do a lot of push-ups and a lot of pull-ups. Like I said, hundreds of push-ups a day, as many pull-ups as you can to failure. That's gonna keep your frame. It's gonna keep all the little muscles that you don't even know exist, that I don't even know exist. It's gonna keep them activated, so it's gonna give you more strength. So when you go to row, when you go to bench, and you do get back in the real gym, your strength gains are gonna go up, even though you haven't been in the real gym, because you're moving your body weight, bro. You're activating all those little muscles that you don't even know exist. So therefore, you're building strength. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of push-ups, a lot of pull-ups, and if you do have access to a bench or some type of bar or some device like this, just rep out, triceps, all that. I'm not even gonna do that now because that weight is way too heavy. But I was gonna try to show y'all, but you guys can see just from going like this, I'm pulling down, and you have to develop that mind-muscle connection. That's gonna come from pushing the ground with the push-ups to give you that bench. It's gonna come from contracting at the top. When you're doing pull-ups, pinch the back, pinch the shoulders. When you're pushing down on the tricep machine, you're gonna feel that. Like, I can get a tricep workout just going like this, because I have such a mind-muscle connection. I can build the muscle just pushing gravity, because my triceps are so developed from doing that hundreds of times. And if you guys notice, the tricep is a bigger muscle than the bicep. So you want to do more triceps to biceps. Like, your workout should be 70 for arm day, All y'all losers that still hit arm day, bro, curls for the girls. Fucking losers, bro. But you want to hit 3/4 tricep compared to 25% bicep, because your tricep is a way bigger muscle, so it's going to give you that horseshoe shape compared to the skinny bicep right there. So now that we're done with the workout part of it, you could literally just do push-ups, pull-ups, and that's naturally going to develop your core. Do some hanging leg raises, switch over from the pull-ups, you're going to be good to go. You'll still have a six-pack, keep your frame. Then the last thing I could say, bro, is like you want to stay hydrated, and you want to sleep as much as you can on the plane, at the airport. If you have access to a lounge, if you don't have access to a lounge, get comfortable and sleep, because y'all don't realize how much travel takes out of you. You know what I'm saying? Travel takes a lot out of you, bro. Like whenever I'm going somewhere, especially for football, I'm getting there 2-3 days early because I need those 72 hours to sleep, recover, drink water. That's the fourth thing, sleep and drink water. I know it's gonna sound basic, but you guys wanna make sure you're sleeping, whether it's on the plane, lounge, as soon as you get to the hotel, knock out. Wherever you're going, knock out, because you need to get that sleep. You need to reset your central nervous system because we're under so much stress. The plane, the gravity, the blue light on the plane, the turbulence, bro, the people around you, the bacteria of all the different people. There's a lot of different things that go into it that your body is working overtime when you're traveling that you don't even realize. But I'll get to a place after a flight, I'm like, damn, bro, like I'm fatigued. Like I need to hook up to an IV bag and like pump myself back up. You feel what I'm saying? So definitely drink some electrolytes, bro. Liquid IV, whatever other kind of Gatorade packets they have, bro. Water, water, water. Chug the water. Make sure you sleep. Before and after you fly, stretch, bro. See these yoga mats right here? I should do a whole stretching routine, bro. Get a yoga mat, lay your ass down, and stretch. Stretch the hips, stretch the shoulders, stretch the glutes. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of walk back this way with me so we stay moving. But make sure you guys stay stretching, you feel what I'm saying? Because when you're on the plane and you're sitting there for hours at a time, you're getting all stiff. You know what I'm saying? Your hips are getting stiff, your back's getting stiff, your glutes getting stiff, your ankles getting stiff. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're staying loose. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always say, the key to everything is staying loose. You don't want to force anything too much. So you want to stay loose. You know what I'm saying? Just stay loose. Stretch, shoulder, crack your back a little bit, get on the ground, work your hips, work your hamstrings, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you gotta do, do it, but make sure you stay loose. Focus on your breath when you're holding that stretch. And then last but certainly not least, I know it's gonna sound basic, but avoid the fast food as much as you can. And I'm talking to myself because I like to see Chick-fil-A, some fried chicken spot, Popeyes, Gus's fried chicken I had earlier, which was fire down in Atlanta. A lot of stuff, bro. But you wanna avoid as much fast food as you can. I'm not really talking about like, you know, the Gus's and like the homemade stuff that's still kind of fried and garbage. I'm talking about like the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Wendy's, you know, even though I kind of like Wendy's. Stick to like a Chipotle, you know, a Chick-fil-A, which is supposedly a little cleaner. I don't really think it is, but stick to like Chipotle, Moe's, you know, shit like that, where it's gonna, things like that, excuse me, I gotta cut the swearing a little bit because apparently I'm not kid friendly. but but anyway, you want to make sure that you're staying away from like all the mostly like bad foods like McDonald's, Burger King, you know what I'm saying? Avoid that, because a lot of you guys get tempted and think, well, you know, I'm traveling right now, so I'm gonna give myself an excuse. I'm at the airport, let me just buy 2 Big Macs and a large fry, you know what I'm saying, and a McFlurry, which will kind of go crazy, but like, you know what I'm saying, M&M McFlurry. But you guys get into a habit, if you're traveling a lot and you do it for a lifestyle like I do now, you can't really eat like that, because now it's gonna start killing your gains. You know what I'm saying? Because your gains are already compromised, because your central nervous system is compromised. You're traveling a lot. There's a lot of things that are going into it. So you wanna make sure you're eating clean. You know what I'm saying? Get a Starbucks, get a coffee. You know what I'm saying? Get like, you know, maybe an Egg McMuffin if you're into that. You know what I'm saying? Don't get indulged in all the garbage, because on top of that, your body's already gonna be taxed. You're not sleeping, you're not hydrated, you're sweating. Your immune system is compromised because all these people around you. It's just a bad mix. So those are my 5 or 6 tips that I'm giving you guys about how to stay fit, how to stay athletic, mostly just how to stay in shape and healthy when you're traveling. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's kind of hard for people. So especially for men, you know what I'm saying? I could do one for women too, but you know, this channel is mostly predicated to, you know, improving men's lives. You know what I'm saying? But if you ladies are listening to this, take notes too. do some squats, do some little, you know, rows and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Top 5-6 tips on how to stay fit, stay athletic, stay healthy while you're traveling. Stay hydrated, avoid the BS, sleep as much as you can, stretch, push-ups, pull-ups. Peace out, y'all. CG signing out, man.